Hi, my name is Emma Davis, and I'm reading a book called The Cross and the Switchblade. The author of this book is David Wilkerson, and the illustrators are John and Elizabeth Sherrill. So the book is about the streets of New York in 1958. Gangs, drugs, and violence hold the city hostage. It's about as far as you can get from the country church where Pastor David Wilkerson preaches.
I'm just a country preacher, 300 miles from home. But I've got a message for you.
He was in his house one night reading this magazine. It was a Life magazine. And in it, on pages 30 and 31, he saw these 7 boys who were on trial for a murder. And he felt bad for them. But then God kept bringing him back to that page, and he's looking at the page, and he's like, why are you bringing me to this page, God? And he starts to go on, do you want me to do something?
Teen Challenge became primarily a drug prevention program, an inpatient care center, and I had to set up the home in Brooklyn.
My favorite part about this book was a girl named Maria. She was a hardcore drug addict, and it was hard for her to get off drugs, because when you're a hardcore drug addict, everything you do just reminds you or brings you back to drugs when you try to get out of it. So it would always bring her back to all the hard times. And she ended up running into this place called the Teen Challenge Center. People were preaching about God in there, which was Reverend David Wilkerson, and he was talking about God, and all these teenagers would come in, and it was like an open house party sort of, but there were no drugs. He was just talking about God and sharing the good news with all of them. And she ended up finding God at the Teen Challenge Center. She was praying to God, but her friends ended up tempting her a lot because they heard that she had gained religion as a Christian, and they made fun of her in this alley, and they tried to make her go back on drugs, but she kept saying how powerful her God was.
Jesus, reach these hearts. They're 2 girls. Now, break this terrible habit, because, Lord, it's a mind habit. That's where it has to be broken. Break it in the mind. God, break it.
The 2 reasons why this book is important to me or special is because, number 1, when my dad was 19 years old, he went through this program and it saved his life. And number 2, my mom and dad are directors at a Teen Challenge Center here in Las Vegas. God gave me a heart for hurting people, and every day when I'm walking in somewhere or playing in my neighborhood and I look outside the gate, I'll always see someone who's sick, homeless, who's doing drugs, and I always feel bad for them. We all see all of this all the time, and we need to help them and pray for them. Because if it stays like this, pretty soon no one's going to be helping each other, and all of us are going to end up lonely and without someone who cares about us and loves for us. This is my bro, Michael, and I've asked him to share his testimonies.
Hello, my name's Michael, 24 years old. Before I came to Teen Challenge, I was addicted to drugs, and I had a very bad past. I went to prison. I called and asked for help, and Teen Challenge came to the rescue. By the grace of God, I'm still alive today, and He brought me a refuge as Teen Challenge. Teen Challenge has helped restore my mind. There's a scripture I stand on. It's Romans 12, 1 and 2. It says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
David Wilkerson inspires me to help other people who are in need and help other people who cannot find what the right way is and how to do things. and I'm gonna help them to find a friend and find the right answer to all their questions and what they need help with. One of the cool things about this book is it was given to me by Gary Wilkerson, David Wilkerson's son. And Gary Wilkerson has made a video specially for Miss Logan's 5th grade class and me. So thank you everybody for watching my video, and hope you enjoy Gary Wilkerson's clip about Teen Challenge and some of the things he does and what is important about it to him. So bye.
Hi, my name is Gary Wilkerson, and I understand that you're doing a study on the book of the Cross and Switchblade. My father wrote that many years ago, and it's a true story of his work among gang members. There's been a lot of miracles take place, and wonderful stories of people that seemed to be hopeless, in despair, no way out, in all kinds of trouble, getting set free. Since that time, Teen Challenge is now in about, I think, 70 different nations, 1,400 centers, and right now, as I speak to you, maybe 20,000 young men and women are seeing their lives transformed presently while they're in this Teen Challenge program. And that all started years ago, just somebody taking a step of faith and believing that God can solve problems that nobody else could solve. I hope things go well for you. I'm glad to talk to you here for just these few seconds. Take care. Bye-bye now.